Designing graphics for your online business in Canva can feel really overwhelming, but I promise you it doesn't have to take up all of your time. I've been testing lots of different strategies over my years in business and on Canva, and I want to present to you today 3 incredible Canva hacks that are going to help you to save your time while designing in Canva for your business so you don't rip all your hair out, but also maintain the quality of your designs. Probably actually make them even better as well so that you can get noticed and grow your business. And if you hang around to the end, I'm going to share with you a workaround to the first hack that I share that you can do even if you only have Canva free. And I will be showing you a few things on the screen today. So if you are listening on the podcast version of this, make sure you jump over to YouTube or over to the blog post and you'll see the steps there. But to be honest, I'm explaining things pretty well, so you should be able to keep up even if you are just listening. So hi, if we haven't met before, my name is Jacqui and it is an honor to meet you. I am a graphic designer who is obsessed with helping business owners to create incredible standout branding and graphics using programs just like Canva. Because I believe design is more than just looking pretty. It's about working strategically to grow your business and not wasting your time in the meantime, which is what we're going to be chatting about today. Do you ever find yourself starting a new design and then manually selecting your fonts, manually selecting your colors, manually trying to find and sort out your brand elements from the Canva search bar and finding that it's taking you so long every time you do it? And to be honest, you're not quite getting the colors perfect and it's taking you ages to remember the names of your fonts, and it's just all getting a bit haphazard. So if you've been listening to my content for any period of time, you'll know that it's really important that you have a brand and a consistent brand at that. And so if you have a consistent brand or you're wanting to work on creating one, what's really important is that you have all of these things decided, but not just you have them decided, but that you can easily access them every single time you create a graphic. So imagine opening Canva instead of having to look around everywhere and trying to find your fonts or your colors or your elements. Imagine having them all in one spot so you can access them at a click. That's what I want to share with you today, and it is called the Canva Brand Kit. Canva Brand Kit is where, when inside your Canva on the left-hand panel, once you're working inside a design, you'll see that all of your colors, all of your fonts are all just laid out for you right there. It means if you go to change a color of something, the first colors that pop up are your brand colors. It means if you go to change the font of something, the first fonts that pop up are your brand fonts. And this saves you so much time. This is a non-negotiable for a business owner who is creating their graphics in Canva. But the clincher is this is a Canva Pro feature. So I'm going to step you through how to do this on Canva Pro. I've got a whole video that goes into the nitty-gritty of using Canva Brand Kit that will go beyond the overview I'm about to share with you. So feel free to watch that. I'll link it in the description for you. And if you do only have Canva free, if you wait till the end, I'm going to share with you the workaround that I use and teach to my own students on the best ways that you can have your colors and fonts and everything right there, even if you only have Canva free. So if you do have Canva Pro, head over to the left-hand panel here and to the brand section. You'll see it's got a little crown next to it because it's only that Canva Pro feature. Toggle across to the brand kit section. And in here, if you don't have any brands added in, you can add your brand in here. You just toggle to add new and you can type in your business's name. And then in here, you can add in anything you want. You can add in your brand's logos. You can add in your brand's colors. There's no limit to these either. You can see that I've got a lot if you're looking on YouTube. You can add in your brand's fonts. You can also add in your brand's voice if you're using Canva AI to write some of your text. And you can also add in your brand photos. I'm going to give you a workaround for this in the next hack as well. You can also add in your brand graphics and your brand elements, and you can also add in your brand icons. And so all of these things are then clickable and accessible for you whenever you open a new Canva design. And so it just means that if you click on any color in a design that you want to edit, you can then open up the color selection and it will show you all of your different brand colors, and you can choose your own brand colors. Same with fonts. All you need to do is select or insert some text, and you can scroll down to the brand fonts section where it'll have your business's name. For me, it has YDA, and you can select to change it to your brand fonts straight away without having to search through the fonts as an option. And then if you actually click on the brand kit while you're inside a design, you'll also see access to all of your different logos. So you can add them in really quickly and easily rather than trying to navigate and upload them and do all that fancy stuff. You can see all your fonts and you can see all your imagery. So you can add things in very quickly and efficiently rather than searching through different areas and not knowing where to find them. And again, if you don't have Canva Pro, stick around to the end and I'll show you my workaround. Okay, so let's move on to the second Canva hack. Have you ever felt like that when you're designing in Canva, you're spending more time looking for your files than you actually are spending on designing? This hack will help you to streamline your process without the frustration. So this hack is all about folders. In Canva, you can have folders for literally almost anything. You can have folders for your designs, for your graphics, for your images, your templates, whatever you want to have a folder for, you can have a folder for. And so if you start using this really strategically, which I'm going to share with you how I do mine, then it's going to mean that you're not going to be losing your files anywhere near as often as you were. And the good news is whether you have Canva Pro or Canva Free, this is a feature anyone can use. So again, when you open up the Canva home, you can actually go to the left-hand bar and you'll see a little folder icon. It says projects underneath. This these are your folders. So in here, it can be anything from graphics to actual designs. And so if you scroll down, you'll be able to see a whole folder section. If you haven't created any yet, you can then do that by the add new button up the top right-hand corner, and you can add a new folder. And then one folder that I like to add in is one of my brand elements. This is especially helpful if you don't have Canva Pro and you don't have access to the brand kit, because you can add in here brand elements from Canva. And so if you are actually inside a design and maybe you found a brand element or a graphic that you're like, I want to use this over and over again in my branding, which I highly recommend doing, all you need to do is click on the three dots that appear when you hover over an element and then choose add to folder. You can then create a new folder here, or you can add it straight to an existing folder. So if you have a folder, for example, like I have called brand elements, you can add that into that folder. That way, when you're inside a Canva design, you can just navigate to the project section and search for your brand elements folder, click on that, and it will open up all of your different brand elements so that you can access them right away without having to research for Canva designs or research for files. Now, not only do I do my brand elements, I also do my different graphics, my different sorts of graphics. For example, I have folders for my different lead magnets. I have folders for my different presentation slides. Any kind of graphic that I'm creating more than one of, I'll just add that to a folder. So in the future, when I'm looking for something that's like, oh, I'm looking for my social media files, or I'm looking for my lead magnets, I can just go to that particular folder and I'll see all of them there at an instant. A third way that I use my Canva folders is to insert photos of myself or my business. So say, for example, I've had a photo shoot with my photographer named Fee, and I have a whole folder of photos from that photo shoot. You can also add these into your brand kit, but I like having them into a folder because it means that I can kind of update it a little bit easier, or I can just use a new folder should I have a new brand photo shoot rather than having to change out my brand kit. So if you have photos from a brand photo shoot or an event, or photos of your product or photos of your clients, you can add those into a particular folder as well, which means that you can access them really easily when you're inside a design. And the last thing you might not have thought of that I also use folders for is things like client testimonials. So for example, when I'm in my programs, I've got two main programs: DIY Design My Biz, which helps new business owners create graphics in Canva, and also the Co-Creation Design Club, which is for slightly more established businesses to do their designing with them. And I often get people sharing like really exciting things like, oh, Jacqui, thanks for sharing this. This made Canva so much faster for me. Or Jacqui, thanks for creating X design. I now got X amount of income from my business because I posted that graphic. Like things like that are like really exciting, and people making big steps or progress or being really excited for their business. And instead of these just getting lost in the abyss, I screenshot these. And not only do I just screenshot them, I then just open up my Canva and I load in that picture into a testimonials folder. That way, the next time I'm making a promotional graphic for that program or making a graphic for my website, I can then grab those screenshots from that folder that already exists that I've been adding to over months and months and years, and have everything there at a glance rather than losing any really key things. So think about the different ways that you might want to use these folders. Think about anything that you're accessing more than once on a regular basis. Can you add that into a folder? The next hack I want to share with you is something that I personally do, and I don't know that many other people do. This is a way that you can create really consistent designs for your business, but in taking you so much faster and be really, really easeful to design. So not only is it going to help you to speed up your process, but it's going to help to lead to a higher quality of graphic that you're creating. And the reason is because you're never starting from scratch. I share this with my students all of the time, and it takes a while for it to sink in. It's this idea that when you're creating a new graphic, firstly, never start from scratch. This is just a random design tip. Either use a template that's out there in Canva, or that you've purchased somewhere, or that you found for free on my website, or I want you to use your past designs as inspiration. And not just have one random design open and you're copying and pasting elements and doing that. That's quite a slow way to do it. What I do instead is actually use a design over and over again in one design. So what I mean is that when you are creating a graphic on Canva, you don't have to just have one page on that graphic for one social media post. So say the next time you're creating a post for Instagram, you don't have to create a whole new Canva design. You can just add pages to your current design. This is going to mean that it's a lot easier to find the graphics that you're needing. And it also means that you're reusing what you've done in the past. Say, for example, this is my Q1 social media file for 2025. So these are the graphics that I'm posting and I've posted and I'm working on for this first quarter. And what it means is that you'll see here that already there's over 40 pages. There's 40 pages in this design. And what it has is just over and over and over again, it's got different graphics for my business. Some of these are carousels, some of these are static posts, but that means that whenever I create a new design, I can just look at a past design and duplicate it. So if you want to duplicate a past design, you can just click on the post that you like. So say, for example, I find a page or a design that I'm like, I want to use that one again, all I need to do is hover over that design, click the three dots and press duplicate, or you can press Command D on Mac or Control D on a PC. That will then duplicate that page, and then I can just reuse this design, edit the text, maybe edit the photos, swap out some colors with some other brand colors, and that design is pretty much done. I don't have to start it from scratch. And you can do this for any single graphic that you're creating in your business that you're using more than once. And so if you can't see, the view that I've currently got displayed if you're listening on the podcast is where you can see the little thumbnails of all of my designs down the bottom of my Canva page. And the beauty of this is that it's really easy to switch between different pages quite quickly. And so if you can't see this on your Canva, chances are you are in scroll view instead of thumbnail view. As default, Canva usually goes to scroll view. So scroll view looks like this, where your post, if you just scroll down the page, it just goes to each page. But if you want to toggle to thumbnail view like I just had up now, you can just press the little thumbnail view button at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen and it will toggle there. If you don't want to use that, you don't have to. I just prefer that one as it's easier to kind of copy and paste things. Because the beauty is say if I wanted 3 pages from my design, I can hold down Shift on my keyboard and copy 3 pages. I can actually just press copy, so Control C or Command C, and then I can press Control V and it will actually paste those designs. And that means that I can actually have a duplicate of these designs to play with and use and edit rather than feeling like I need to start from scratch. This hack sounds really easy, but it is one of the biggest game changers for my business and what I share with my clients. So just to recap that hack, instead of creating a new design every time you need to make a new post for social media, add to the previous design. Just duplicate a page, add a new page in, and before you know it, you'll have a whole range of templates there. You can just scroll through the designs you've done in the past, duplicate the one that is closest to the new design you want to make, and there you go, you're done. Honestly, such a game changer. Now, before I go into the free hack to help you create a Canva brand kit, if you only have Canva free, I want to invite you to something else for free that I have running very soon. Because if you feel like your graphics are less growing your business and more just taking up your time and filling up your feed, then I want to take the opportunity to teach you the exact Canva strategies that top entrepreneurs are using to grow their business, to attract clients and to increase engagement and hit that 100K mark and scale beyond there too, all without wasting hours on Canva. I want to invite you to my free masterclass, Design Tools to Get You to 100K Plus in 2025. And in here, I'm going to walk you through the exact templates that you need to create a polished, high converting brand without the overwhelm, because I know so many of us business owners feel such an incredible overwhelm, especially in those first years of business. So you're going to learn the exact templates that all online business owners need to grow their business, including social media templates, style guide templates, and more, as well as the top 3 DIY design mistakes that I'm seeing that are likely holding your graphics back from converting like they should. And I'm also going to share with you some more Canva hacks that are going to blow your mind in the ways that it saves you time, increases your efficiency, and increases your enjoyment of the platform to make sure that you are no longer avoiding Canva, but you're diving in because you know that's what's going to be used to help to grow your business. So I want to encourage you, let's not waste another minute on trial and error. The links to join this free masterclass are below or in your show notes, and I cannot wait to see you there. And now for my hack for having your fonts and your colors already in Canva, even if you don't have Canva Pro. So just a side note, this only works if you're using fonts within Canva. As a Canva free user, you can't upload fonts from anywhere else, but you can use the fonts within Canva. So what I want you to do is open up a design in Canva. I have heaps of templates for style guides and stuff that you'll get at the free masterclass. But if you don't, just open up a Canva design and just add in your fonts. Add in your brand fonts and add in your brand colors. I always recommend 2 to 3 brand fonts and 2 to 10 or even more brand colors because you want lots of variation in those colors. I teach all of this in my program, DIY Design My Biz, so I won't go into it now. But in essence, grab all of your fonts and all of your colors on one page in a Canva design and then save that to your Canva as like my fonts and colors, or white deer. You wouldn't use white deer, business name, fonts and colors. And then what you can do is anytime you open up a new Canva design, you can select and toggle to select this page, like I was showing you in your thumbnail view, and you can right click and press copy, or you can click and drag and select all of your fonts and your colors, right click and press copy. Then open up the design you're working on. So say you're starting a new Canva design with all of your social media posts on it, for example. Then I want you to insert a new page, right click and press paste, or if you've selected a page, just press paste without being selected on anything and it'll insert that page. Now those fonts and those colors are going to be inside that document. And then when you're trying to edit a color inside your Canva document, all you need to do is go to the document colors section, which will appear at the top, and it will show you all colors that are used in that document. And now because you've pasted in some little circles with your colors in it, it means that you can access those colors at a click without having to copy and paste text codes or try to find your color in the color wheel. You've got those exact colors ready to use inside the document color section. Same deal goes for your fonts. If you need to change your fonts, you can also see the section called document fonts when you go to change a font. And because you've copy and pasted your fonts into there, they'll also be visible there. So that is my favorite Canva hack if you don't have Canva Pro, to have your fonts and your colors easily accessible. And in terms of your brand elements and your brand photos and your brand and logos, you can add all of those into Canva folders like I shared with you before for free. So thank you for joining me for that episode. I hope you found it so useful as you work on making sure that you can actually enjoy Canva and it doesn't suck your time and you can use it strategically. And don't forget to sign up for that free masterclass. Totally free, nothing to lose, all of the value, and I'm so excited to see you inside. Just go to whitedeer.com.au/design masterclass. See you next week.